Patreon.com/shadesandtrades if you want to join the private Discord for trade alerts. Cool, thanks, man. I made over 50%. I'm really excited. Advice on when to buy and sell makes the difference of thousands of dollars. So again, Patreon.com/shadesandtrades for trade alerts. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Behind the Numbers. We're going to talk about SOUN AI. How do they make money, guys? How do these people get money in their pockets? How are they growing their revenues year over year, right? We always point to the financials or the charts, but we never deep dig. We never dig deep behind how the company makes money. How does this work? How are they getting the big bucks? So SoundHound AI, the conversational revenue engine. Let's go, guys. So if you were expecting charts, you can go right ahead and click the F off. We're going to move forward here and let's jump into it. So how does this work? SoundHound avoids the capital expenditure of hardware and cloud data centers, focusing exclusively on highly accurate proprietary AI voice engine that integrates into partner ecosystems. If you guys have not used SoundHound AI, I would recommend trying it out. Right? They don't have to worry about physical data centers, depreciating assets, hardware maintenance. They don't got any of those issues, which is a plus, which is probably why they don't have a huge debts. Yeah, they don't have a lot of debt because of that. And that's why they have cash on hand. Although the dilution that they did kind of begs the question, why did they dilute if they have so much cash on hand? Maybe they're going to come out with some announcement of making some other acquisition. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But let's continue with the PowerPoint. So they make their money off of those sweet subscriptions. They got the automotive integration, right? They got it in the mobile devices, and they are also in enterprise and hospitality. And people forget that they're also in restaurants, and restaurants are big money. I mean, Wingstop. I mean, good look. Wingstop, Wendy's. I'm sure you guys eat some out at some point. Eat something. I don't know. What? Maybe you eat at 7-Eleven. I don't know. But it's a big business. Restaurants are big business because people need to eat. People need to eat, and they eat a lot. At least here in America. If you're from the UK or some other country, maybe not. But over here, man, if you ask an AI generator to generate an American, yeah, it generates a fat guy usually, and a fat woman. It's kind of weird. I think the Chinese even made a meme out of Americans creating microchips, and they're just like drinking soda around all the semiconductors, if I recall. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Business model evolution, the shift to predictability. Recurring software systems, high margin PaaS operations, the 3-pillar diagnostic matrix. And here you can see the real money is made on those service subscriptions. That is the growth engine. That is why they are constantly getting those sweet revenue, growing over 20%, 50% quarter to quarter, year over year. And their big bet is the voice commerce. That is the big bet. That is what they're looking to make a lot of money off of. Guys, the AI revolution is just getting started. We don't even have the infrastructure. There's so many companies scrambling right now to get the infrastructure out there and start getting those sweet infrastructure contracts from the big money. So we're just getting started. That's another thing is people think that I don't know. People think maybe it's a video game. You just click a button and a huge infrastructure build it just suddenly spawns, right? Like that's not how that works. Things just don't spawn out of thin air. Whether it's CLSK, APLD, or all the other AI infrastructure plays, takes time to build everything out. Sometimes a year, sometimes more. That's why you buy right now while everyone's like, oh, it's not doing anything. And then when it actually starts getting those contracts, once everything's built out, then, the hyperscalers will start going to the moon. But as of right now, this is where you would want to buy the cheap, undervalued AI data center plays. But that's for another video. We're focused right now on the voice side of things. Right, and here's the revenue model. Royalty fee per unit shipped or volume license, monthly per location or per user, SaaS fee and transaction fees, revenue share, audio ads, and lead gen. Specifically, the restaurants. Again, if you've never used it, try it out. It's pretty great. Key verticals: automotive, smart devices, and IoT. Restaurants, yeah, retail, enterprise, customer service. Yeah, you got the automotive side of things here. Yeah, and that's a big deal too. The monetization right here: build monthly on a per location or per user basis. Businesses pay a recurring SaaS subscription fee to automate complex customer interactions. At restaurants, I went to a restaurant not too long ago where I literally didn't even, I was not talking to a person. I was actually shocked. Like, that's not a person. That's just a whole bot taking my order. And then a real person gives me the food. But that's I don't know. I was just so shocked. I was like, wow, what's next? I'm going to order DoorDash and it's going to be a bot that brings me the food? Probably. That's probably where we're headed anyways. So this is a really sad this is a really sad this is a sad slide to look at, because look what it's saying. Enterprise automation, deploying autonomous self-learning AI agents for banks, insurance, and hospitality. A complex user phone call initiated, and then there's a resolution, and in the middle, the human call center. So long, Indians. You guys know the joke I'm making. So long, Indians answering, people from Malaysia, whatever, Thailand. You know what I'm talking about. You call and there's just some weird guy with an accent, and you barely understand them, but you're just trying to get a problem solved. Well, you can skip all that because AI does everything. So lots of people are out of jobs just like that. That's basically what it's putting a big red X over the human. That's basically what AI thinks of us. It's big red X. These people suck. Get them out of here. We can do it better. So, great example there. Great example. The anatomy of a voice transaction. A user in a vehicle requests order food. The transaction is successfully executed for the user, meaning the food is ordered, and SoundHound collects a nice little, they pocket a little bit of money for that transaction, and there you go. That's how it works for restaurants there. So that's how it works. Maybe this information is wrong, but I guess use SoundHound so that they get their fee, and they get a little bit of money that's paid by, I assume, the restaurant, not you, but maybe they pass it on to you. Guys, but what is there to think about? I know you want to the moon, but that's not how we think here. We look at the business, we look at the charts, and we combine that with what the market is looking like, and if it's under the purple line, you know what to do. This is still a buy under 10. Stop being a bitch. Way too many people being a bitch. Too many people with bitch in their blood. Please stop. It's a bull run. You buy what's undervalued, hold for the big pump, rinse and repeat.